Welcome to the Utah Football Fans Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, go Utes. Hello, sports fans. This is Bryn with Utah Football Fans Podcast, and today's episode is going to be a little different than some of the things that we've done before. So if you've been following along on our channel for a while, you know we are massive sports fans. I mean, obviously Utah football, but we love college football in general, NHL hockey. Those are probably our big two. NFL. Sometimes we'll follow March Madness, gymnastics, all sorts of things. We are just sports fans. So in the off season, what we wanted to do is start to go around the Salt Lake Valley and find the best sports bars and restaurants for you to enjoy your favorite sporting events. So last Saturday night, we went to Flanker Kitchen and Sporting Club in downtown Salt Lake to watch the Utah Hockey Club game. And so, what I'm going to do today is give you my opinions on Flanker and give them kind of a rating for a few different categories. So, we're going to talk about the viewer experience, the food, the drinks, and the location. And yeah, that way, if you are looking for somewhere to watch your favorite sporting event, you can come get our recommendations and hopefully you'll have an awesome experience. So, Flanker Kitchen and Sporting Club, let's start there. They are located in downtown Salt Lake City by the Gateway Mall. And we're going to start off with talking about the viewer experience. Flanker is awesome. There's TVs everywhere. You walk in, huge bar area in the middle, and then massive TV in the front, TVs all over the ceiling. So really, no matter where you sit in the restaurant, you are going to be able to see a TV. They've got couches to sit on. And what's also really cool about Flanker is they have private viewing areas. So if you want to rent out a space for like a private viewing party, you can do that. And in those private viewing areas, there are big TVs with like a stage and massive TVs. So for like, again, like your own personal party or maybe like a corporate party or things like that, if you want to just sit down, watch a game, there's couches and booths and everywhere. The viewer experience is fantastic at Flanker. So I rate them a 9 out of 10. I like it's a great place to watch a game, top notch. I mean, when we were there to watch the Utah Hockey Club game, there was also football going on and some other hockey games. I would love to be there for an event where the same sporting event is on every TV because I think that is where it would create an even better experience. But even with everything, I'm giving them a 9 out of 10 for viewer experience. Okay, let's talk about food. Because sometimes sports bars, sports restaurants, the food is just so. Flanker has a pretty extensive menu. Some of what you would expect to be at a sports bar. Now, full disclosure here, the night that we went to Flanker, they were having some issues in their kitchen. So they had pretty limited options on what we could eat. Now, I have eaten there once before. So I've tried their nachos and their fish tacos. And then we were able to get some like chips and guacamole the night we were there. And all of those were great. No knocks really. Like it was good food, better than what I would say you'd get at some other sports bars. I do feel a little bad we couldn't try some of the other things, but again, it was kind of just the luck of the draw of the night we were there. They were having some issues in the kitchen. So for food wise, I would give them a 7 out of 10. Good food. What I've had has been good. I'd like to go back and try some more, and then maybe we'll see if my score would adjust a little bit, but based on what I've had, 7 out of 10. Okay, let's now talk about drink menu. Obviously, if you're going to a sports bar, you are expecting to get a drink there. Flanker has like full bar and their drink menu is quite extensive. It is a 21 and over establishment. So keep that in mind if you are going to go to Flanker. It's not somewhere you bring the kids. You do have to show your ID when you go in. And that is because, again, they have a very extensive bar menu, drink menu. Now, I don't drink alcohol. So for me, when I'm looking at a sports bar and their drink menu, I really want to see non-alcoholic options, and mocktails. And Flanker delivered in that category. I love a bar that gives a good mocktail. And honestly, I think the mark of a great bartender is if they can make a good mocktail, because not everybody can. I've had some really bad ones. Flanker had great options. They had a few um, like already put together mocktails, like the recipes. You could choose that one. We chose one that was fruity and tropical and delicious. And then, of course, they've got sodas and things like that too. But wide array of both non-alcoholic and alcoholic options. So for that, I am giving them an 8 out of 10 on their drink selection because again, full bar, awesome choices for both alcohol and non-alcoholic. Okay, last category I'm going to talk about is location. Now, this is probably the biggest knock on Flanker. So they are located, I kind of said at the beginning, they're located downtown Salt Lake City at the Gateway Mall, so directly across the street from the Delta Center. So in essence, like that is a good location, but it is difficult to get to. And I think with some of the revitalization of the Delta Center area and downtown Salt Lake that is going to be coming in the future, I think Flanker will be in a fantastic spot for that. For now, the Gateway Mall is just not really a destination that people go to. Again, it's not the easiest to get to. Parking, while the Gateway has underground parking, if you go any night where there's an event at the Delta Center, you end up having to pay event parking, which now with jazz and Utah hockey going on and then concerts and everything else that goes on at the Delta Center, you're probably hard pressed to find a night where there's not going to be something going on at the Delta Center. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, obviously, you can take tracks. The track station goes right there to the Gateway. So that is an option if you don't want to drive in. So again, the location is interesting because I think in the future, it's going to be an awesome destination. Still not the easiest to get to, but I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 for the location. Again, I think as downtown Salt Lake continues to pick up and be more exciting and more stuff is going to be built and open down there, I could possibly revise that score. But for now, it's going to be a 5 out of 10 for that. So yeah, that is my review of Flanker Kitchen and Sporting Club in downtown Salt Lake. If you have somewhere that you think that we should try and review, leave it in the comments somewhere in the Salt Lake Valley. We want to hit as many, sports bars and restaurants as we can and give our advice and our thoughts. And this is something fun that we're going to do in the off season. So give us a follow, give us a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more of these. And as I go out, I'm going to let you know about Bet Online because, of course, if you're watching all these sporting events, you may want to place your bets. So Bet Online continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting in 2025. Whether you are a seasoned fan or a first-time bettor, Bet Online is your ultimate game day companion. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, college basketball to NHL and UFC, BetOnline is the number one sports betting source for the new year. From touchdowns to three-pointers and hat tricks, BetOnline has you covered on every game, every play, and every win. BetOnline, the game starts here. Thanks for being here. See you next time.